Hello, my fellow Sagittarians. Thanks for joining me. It's Jen. Um, this is a timeless reading for the sign of Sagittarius, or for anyone who has a lot of Sag in their chart, or it could be if you're thinking of a Sagittarian, or you're trying to understand, or even maybe take on some Sag energy. I don't know, like whatever drew you here is good enough, even if you don't know what it is, even if you clicked on it by mistake. Um, if I click on a reading by mistake, I always, I don't know, just listen and see if there is, some sort of message, little pearl, as they say, that I might be able to use. All right, let's just get into it. Well, there we go. Three of Swords. So this is at the bottom of the deck. And the Three of Swords at the bottom it says that Three of Swords energy is still, something about that is affecting where we are presently. And so the Three of Swords, it's kind of the mental aspect of, it's sort of the story we create this entire story around why people do and say certain things, and us as well. Um, but it's our own thoughts, creating these scenarios as to why other people do things. And we can do it um, we can sway either way. So we can tell ourselves a story where we, um, what's the word? Make excuses basically for someone's behavior and sort of make it okay. Or we can, even on the other end of that spectrum, would be getting jealous at someone who's not doing anything, just because um, we're it's our own fears that are being projected right onto the situation. So it could be that something that's going on now, you're having a hard time figuring out, or you're worried, um, that this same pattern, because the Three of Swords, it means we went through it though, and hopefully we learned the lesson. So what are we taking from that Three of Swords situation that happened to us in the past? Are we still holding on to resentment? Are we extra jealous now and worried about things? Are we cold and cut off? Um, or do we deal with it in a healthy way, and we're able to let it go, but learn the lessons and take the wisdom and move forward feeling better, because you just feel more prepared, having gone through that situation. And that can be any sort of situation. That could be something as simple as, I had to do something for the first time and I was thrown into it. That I'm making excuses, whatever. And I made a mistake. So the second time, I already have like a list of things to do to prevent that mistake from happening, and make things smoother. That's what's coming up for me right now for that Three of Swords. We have this gorgeous Page of Cups. So, yeah, maybe if this is around a relationship, maybe you're being presented with the opportunity to examine your Three of Swords and where you are in that process. It's kind of like there are three places you could be. You're kind of you can, um, those scenarios, that spectrum I just talked about. So Page of Cups, messages of love, offers of love. You could go on, um, be texting with someone. I was going to say you can go on a dating site that's really more the Page of Swords, but you could be having communication with someone or being asked out by someone. So this is an emotional connection. This could be new friendship, things like that. But someone coming in with good intentions, offering their cup, offering positive vibes. They come in peace. but there's another word I can't quite think of. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. 1 minute. Yeah, I'm not. Let's just keep moving on because fucking. Ooh, talk about offering their cup, or you're offering your cup. Look at this. I mean, cup filleth over. Um, there's a. This to me is like, whoa. I think what's triggering this three of swords is that there's a new situation where you could get hurt like you did before. Like you care about this person or this situation. I mean, you could have had a job that you were really excited about, or a hobby, whatever, and you it just didn't go. It didn't feel good the way you thought it would go, and it kind of broke your heart a little bit. This is, oh my God, I could really, it's like your heart is tugging you towards this. It isn't even just, it isn't, it's almost like it isn't a decision. It just is. And then you have to think about, how am I going to deal with this? Can I give my heart again? Wow. Judgment, rebirth. This is a wake up call. Okay. Oh, look at that big old bunny right there. So if you're having lots of sex with this new person, make sure you think about that. Yeah, it's like the wake up call though is to your heart. So if you've kind of been closed off or not thinking about it or whatever, or not, or even this side of yourself that you've sometimes, especially, I don't know, there are lots of different stages in life where this happens and why it happens, but you've just put something that you love to do on the back burner. Either you sort of feel like you grew out of it, or school took over, or your work took over, or kids took over. It's time to dust that off and get back out there. If we're talking about dating, I don't know what we're dusting off. Yeah, it's time to open, and it's even like, yeah, coming out of that cave, like maybe that's where this cup had been hidden, and it's like, no, come on, the universe is giving you a wake up call. It's time to get out there. Is that holly? I wonder what holly signifies. You might want to look up holly. Okay. Competition. Yeah, so some of you may get out there, and if you used to play tennis, if you used to, it could be anything. It could be Dungeons and Dragons. It could be working out. It could be dating. It could be, and I mean, literally anything that you like to do. You could be practicing again. Maybe you got off your yoga mat and you're going to get back on the mat and working at it, practicing your skill. Now, if you do decide, if this isn't a message coming in, if you're like, okay, she even looks like this. She's like, okay, I almost want to change the order because it's like, it's like it could even be the healing of the inner child. Where is it? With this, like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to come out of my cave if you've been in hermit mode. And then, um, or maybe it's this direction, whatever. Then she gets the cup out of that cave. And it's like, here, I'm ready to present it. And then it's like, well, I don't know. There's online dating or all this stuff, maybe, or getting out into the workforce again, or like maybe you're a little intimidated, but just because um, you haven't done something in a while, or you're rusty, or it doesn't mean you can't learn, or you I mean, people will understand if someone comes out to play softball with you and they're like, I haven't done this in a while. You're gonna give them. You're not gonna expect them to come out and be, um, you know, some famous baseball player, which I can't think of one at the moment. Yeah, I can. Come on, Big Poppy, David Ortiz. Woo! Wow, I am getting old. Look at this. Oh my God, I love this card because I love flowers. It's so pretty. It just follows the sun. You're just drawn to this. Maybe you go and watch, maybe this person does play some sort of sport, or you see them practicing where you go for something like, karate or something. And maybe you sit and watch, like, this could be a Leo, and you're just like drawn like a flower is to the sun, to this person, this situation. You could be gardening too. Maybe you want to move somewhere where it's sunny. But it also goes back to sun. So there's a child component here. Again, if it's not an actual child, or you could meet someone through their child. It means you could have children with this person, or could be your inner child. I love it. I fucking love it. The Tower. Because I'm getting this, like, this hesitancy a little bit. Like your brain, and it's right over this cup. Your brain is like, oh my God. It feels like a tower moment, shaking yourself up and putting yourself out there. It feels like you're shaking up because this could be just you, like, going out of my comfort zone is shaking my life up. It could be moving somewhere, taking that job, yeah, living, whatever you've been putting off and putting off. What is that? And stepping out and saying, why not now? Life is too short. Why not move to fill in the blank? Why not ask that person out? Why not go for it? Four of Cups. Yeah, my sense is that you'd been closed off. You may have even like had a bunch of people that were interested in you. If this is about relationships for you, could even be like your skill set, your whatever. For some reason, you were closed off. And it's like, well, I've had four of them. Four of them haven't worked. So why the hell would with the fifth one? There's five here. Why is it fifth time's a charm or whatever? And offering that fifth cup. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I just totally got the chills. The Two of Cups. See this one cup. Just when you thought something wasn't working and you just didn't want to try that one time, you really had to wake up and just say, no, I've got to try. I've got to fulfill, this life should be filled with cups and happiness and enjoyment. And I'm even getting a little bit of adventure and this wakening up, the sun. This is Leo's very much like, let's do it. Literally and figuratively. I love my Leos. A good Leo is, there's nothing like them. You know what? So I always have kind of weird, but do I want to pull one of these cards for us? Yeah, let's fucking do it. But whenever the King of Wands comes up, I'm like, ooh, I have a crush on him. And I'm like, that is really weird to have a crush on a... Oh, especially out of the Light Seers deck. He's a good-looking man. But, am I going to pull two? Okay. That, the power of a mature fire sign, probably for everyone watching being fellow fire signs, it's like a magnet. Water, creation, all about emotions. I mean, we had, I guess, three cups, four cups, majority of cups, our emotions, creation. It's time to create the life that you dream of and your heart knows you want. And she is not a young person. It's never too late to reinvent your life, reinvent yourself, start new things, learn new things, go after new things, have new experiences, have new love. It's never too late. Never, ever tell yourself that. West, completion. There could be something about water and west. So wherever you are in the world, I mean, for me in the northeast of the U.S., that could be the West Coast, but it could be it could be a lot closer than that too. There are a lot of West Coasts between here and the big West Coast. But whatever that means to you, West, completion, and creation. So wrapping something up in order to create and start this new life and offer this cup. This cup is going to be very well received, even if it wasn't in the past. I love that. I love this for us. Yay. Okay, Sag, I'll leave it there. Take care. Like, share, and subscribe, please. I would so appreciate it. Bye.